Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. A big thank you to those who are making sure that Kaka is growing. As I always say, the only support you can give Kaka on this platform is clicking the subscribe button. We are hoping by the end of this year, we will reach our 100,000 target. We celebrate together in December this year. As others celebrate the end year, we also celebrate the milestone of reaching 100,000 subscribers. Back to politics. Kaka, we all know in this country, and this data is online. It's not something that is hidden. It is something that even the US itself have admitted previously. The US largely supported William Ruto in winning the 2022 general election. Even after Ruto took power, the International Monetary Fund, affiliated to the US, is the first ever bank to grant loans to William Ruto. It is the first ever bank to take over our Kenya's economy. But there are things I'm asking myself, or let me ask that one later. The United States is now ordering Ruto to give a bigger say traders and the public on regulatory changes. The US is telling Ruto, before you effect any regulatory change, kindly make sure the traders of the Republic of Kenya and its citizens, that is Kenyan citizens, are given time and a bigger say before you implement some of the changes. The US argues that giving the public a bigger say or including traders in making those changes is to safeguard their constitutional rights, including accommodating their views and granting them sufficient time to comply. In the ongoing current negotiation with the US, in fact, Kenya is negotiating with the United States of America for some business partnerships and possibly loans. Hiyo ndio biashara kubwa Ruto anaweza akafanya. So they are negotiating. But in the process of those negotiations, the US first is demanding William Ruto to be transparent. So I'm happy the US is now coming to terms that Ruto has never been transparent. You know, when someone tells you be transparent, it means you have never been transparent before. When someone tells you sema ukweli bwana, that means you've not been telling the truth all along. So Ruto supported an opaque government into power, a government that is not transparent at all. So the US is saying, if we are to continue with your negotiations, please, first, you must be transparent and realistic. Listen, those two terms, America is telling Ruto, before we proceed, you must be transparent and realistic. These two statements tells us what? And they stamp authority on my previous analysis. I have told you Ruto has never been realistic. Kazi ya Kenya Kwanza, they rely on rumors and peddling propaganda to justify their deeds. So US is telling them, first be transparent and realistic. Kenya has been unrealistic on the sinking economy. They have always lied to us that the economy is stable. But in real sense, they have never been real. US is telling Ruto, be transparent and realistic on public participation towards regulatory changes. Ruto has never given Kenyans time to have a say. Mahakama yote amefungia, bunge yote amefungia, Senate amefungia, wabunge amefungia. There's no time Kenya have ever been given an opportunity to defend themselves. That is why Senator Kio Mtata is on our side. Ruto has been single-handedly imposing some regulatory changes. Ruto has been an all-powerful. The changes have immensely affected some companies. Some have fired their employees. Some are even closing down. Few weeks ago, you saw a list that was produced, a list of companies set to quit business in Kenya because of the high unconsulted taxation. Ruto wakes up in the morning, he imposes a tax. He never gives time companies to tell them, okay, kama mmeweka hii, sisi kama makampuni pia tunaona hii. Ruto never does that. Ruto doesn't want views from any person. He is all-knowing. America inamwambia going forward, if you want us to effect some changes or we support you, please be realistic and transparent towards your regulatory changes. Ruto has doubled value-added tax on petroleum products. That one you know. It is in the public domain. There's a gentleman. The new housing levy is what we call a burden to Kenyans. Despite several court orders and the public outcry, Ruto has always given them a deaf ear. He has never ever listened to them. He says, mahakama wacha ikae. And by the way, you know, very soon, Kenyans are set to pay more. I don't know if you know this one. Kenyans are set to pay more for public insurance, which its premiums are set to rise regularly as salaries remains stagnant. Kama ulikuwa unakula mshahara ya 40,000 10 years ago, bado ni 40,000 in 2024. Lakini tax ambayo ulikuwa unakatwa 10 years ago is not the same tax you are being taxed in 2024. Taxes are soaring as salaries are dropping. A sad reality of events. US now wants Ruto to respect public participation on some decisions. Now, Kaka, I have a few observations to make from this. America inajua vizuri it supported Ruto. Mulisikia juzi US imeanza kulia ati our contractors are not given fair deals because wanataka watoe kitu kidogo. Sijui some NGOs from US are not getting equal business supply from the Kenyan government. When you were supporting this regime, did you at any point put in mind that these people are tax collectors? Tax collectors means hata kwa hongo they do collect. Did you put that in mind? Why are you crying on the very same government you people supported? US. Mbona munalia mtu ambaye mlimuunga mkono? He was your friend. Sasa sisi kuanza kutulilia kwa media ati hii kaenda namna hii, karudi ikakwenda, ikakuja, ilikuanga, ikawa, itakuwa. You know, sisi kama Wakenya, we have no help to you. Vile mulimuweka uongozini, tafuta namna ya kumutoa. Because it's your person. Sisi Wakenya tulilia. Tukawaambia tafadhali Amerika, tokeni kwa kura zetu. Tukawaambia, paka Raila akasimama akasema, US keep off Kenyan affairs. Hamukusikia. I remember baba akisimama in the public in a political rally akaomba Amerika, akaiambia US, tafadhali ninawaomba kama Raila Odinga, kama mnataka mambo mazuri, tafadhali keep off affairs of Kenyan politics. Muliona ambassador wa US to Kenya vile alisupport this regime, paka akadanganya kwamba kama kuna country unaweza fanya biashara vizuri ni taifa la Kenya. Lakini juzi wao ndio wanalia hatio Kenya sasa lazima utoe murungura ndio upewe biashara. See, that's what you were saying. Ladies and gentlemen, as I always say, it is your government and not my government. God bless you. Keep subscribing, and if you want to support Kakasungura, please, kuna button hapo imeandikwa join. Your button imeandikwa join, just click it and follow the steps. Kama unapenda kazi ya Kakasungura, follow those steps and you can support with whatever you want to support. Just click that button join na itakupatia procedures to follow. Lastly, if you are watching this channel, make sure you are a subscriber. Kindly. That is the only way you can also support me in paying some office bills. But I hope tutashirikiana to prosper this platform. God bless you. See you in the next video. Asanteni sana.